Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Rum Runner. No, wait, it's a Do Run Run. If you say so, bro. Finally, the Shuffler special strikes. We've got no blue, but we do have a pair of removals along with a Duress we can fire off. A two-lander is always a risk, so think these through carefully. Keep. We draw into a shark land right away, so we'll play it out since we'll want to be able to fire off the impulse. Let's expose their hand and fire off our Duress. Hit them when you can hit them. They've got a hand loaded with removal, but those are cards that aren't going to help them a whole lot. By playing a minimal amount of men, just 2, we can take advantage of decks like this that are carrying more ammo than they should. That's a lot of dead cards. Good luck with those, bro. At this point, we can either hold up our mana for the impulse or play out the banner. One thing we will need to fire off our combo is the 6 black mana for Doomsday, so let's go with the banner. Did their chicken scream at us? That's hilarious, bro. We'll snipe their screaming chicken, and we'll still be able to fire off an impulse at the end of their turn. The Larcenist is interesting, but in the end it's only one more guy we have to send to an early grave. We'll fire off an impulse and go for more mana. Their men are all small, so we have plenty of time to find our combo and fire it off. We knew that was coming. Eventually, they were going to be tempted to smash our shark land, and the time has come. They must have all removals in hand. And that's when we are surprised. They're in 3 colors. Bro, are you even sane? They reveal another screaming chicken on top, but they don't want it. They fry it themselves. We know what's for dinner. We'll grab another removal, and we'll work at keeping the board clear. As long as there are no threats on board, we can keep taking our time to find our key cards. A Hydra lands on their side, but at 3/3, we still have time to find a good answer other than a removal. If we can avoid giving them treasure tokens, we should do so. The Vortex is not just a bounce spell. It effectively wipe out one of the enemy. We can fire off our Impulse and still have the 4 mana up for our Vortex to deal with their Hydra. Out of these 4, I think it has to be either Doomsday or the Banner. We've still got some work to do to get a Jace. Doomsday by himself won't get the job done. They play out a bat, but before it lands, we'll send the Hydra into the Stone Age. Smell ya later, bro. We won't be seeing that particular Hydra this game. What they should have done was taken the removal. They should have forced us to use the sweeper on one guy by taking the spot removal. But hey, I've never accused Bats players of being strategic geniuses. We could play out one of the virtues here, but let's keep our mana open for now. We might need to snipe their bat in case they play out something big and beefy. Next time around is definitely time to start dropping virtues like atomic bombs. They have no other plays, so we'll snipe the bat and we can go for our virtue on our turn and start using their own men against them. That's great. What are they going to do? Snipe their own bat to counter our removal. It's a 3 steps ahead. They make a token copy of their bat, but that does nothing for them. This is a case of there is one color too many. They could easily be Golgari or Dimir, and their deck would be a lot less clunky. This is when we land Virtue and we use the alternate win con to bag this game. We'll nab their bat in the grave. It will force them to use removal on it or face an ever-growing board. And right on cue, they throw down some removal. There's only so many times they'll be able to do that. The clock has started ticking. We draw another banner. Let's go ahead and name bat. What up, bro? What's the move now? Well, surprise, surprise, they ninja in a Kaito. We'll need an Edict and a clear board to take care of him. But on the bright side, we have an endless supply of blockers to keep us afloat.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
They go for an Undying Dread Knight, but we've got the counter for it at the ready. We'll also do the draw portion. We'll toss the land. We've got plenty at this point. Once again, we'll get the bat. They've got all removals in hand, but the prank is more than just removal, so that's what we'll take. Duress will take out another one of their removals And that hand that was all ammo is now reduced to 1 card. We've got another virtue on the way, and our line of blockers should be able to hold up their men for as long as we need them to.
I thrive in the dark.
Gotta love that scream from the chicken. This has to be a Jace turn. We can play him out and use him for draw. Not only will we be able to outpace them on board, but we can outdraw them now as well.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexia's ways. I will clear your mind.
They got us this turn. The bounce was rather unexpected, and now they have another guy to add to their board. We were hoping they'd be forced to use their removal.
Noise!
I've trained with the best.
We can use Vortex to bounce the screaming chicken, and they'll have to toss it. We'll take their Viper this time around. It's going to tear them a new one each and every turn. The Bat for the lifelink. We're set to take them on, thanks to their men. And then we draw an Edict. We'll use it to take out Kaido, and we can wreck them the remainder of the game. They hit the bricks to get a scoop at Baskin-Robbins. GG's, bro. This is Rachel Dolezal. I'm not sure about that last name, but at least her name is easy to figure out. We get a solid 3-lander with double Duress to smash their hand, along with a removal for any early threats. Keep? Seems like Rachel has some serious thinking to do, or she went to go drop a couple friends off at the pool. All right, here we go. Hit them with Duress when you can, especially on turn 1. They kept a 1-lander. The embarrassment is too much. GG's. This is Max Ed Ozone. No, wait, it's Max Ed Oz. Very Oz indeed. We get a 3-lander with a double dose of bounce and 1 removal to snipe any early threats. We've also got half of our Doomsday device. Keep your pants on. Whoa, hold on a second. That's mono red. We didn't build the deck with them in mind, but I think with the right hand we can put up a fight and take them on. This will be a test to see how well we do. We've got a shark land on top, which would normally be fine, but in this case we need ammo, and we've already got plenty of lands. Let's slide it over to the left. Swipe left, boys. They have this one turn to do some serious damage. We're tapped and can't deploy any of our weapons to defend our life total. All they do is play out a flying turkey, and that was their chance to hit us hard. We draw a virtue, and not only is it excellent removal, but it also gets us back a pair of life points, which could prove to be critical later in the game. For now, we'll land our passage and use it to fetch out a land. We have Vortex available to us, so we're not defenseless. They might think we are, but mono red is easily fooled. Oh, here comes the pump. Oh wait, it's an equipment. It'll get attached to one of their men for free, so let's wait to see which one they choose. They pick the turkey. Let's bounce Thanksgiving back to their hand. Eat it, mono red. Eat it like a pie. All right, it's time to snipe the turkey. This time we're the ones to eat it, like a pie. That's beautiful. They tap out to equip their guy. Let's hit them with Vortex, and that will be their entire turn used up. We use our surveil land to see one of our sweepers on top. That's more removal, and we can't say no to that. Let's keep it there, and we'll draw it on our next turn. They've been forced to play their sellsword as an extra threat. The times are tough for Rakdos Mono Red. We could snipe their swift spear now, but it's only 1 damage, and we have a sweeper coming up that will take care of both their men. We can't collect evidence, but that's fine. We're happy just wiping their men out and passing the turn. They land a hasty boy, and they have the mana to pay the equip cost. Well done, Mono Red. We're almost to single digits. On turn 6, no less. We're going to let them think we're out of ammo. We'll snipe their guy when they swing in. Any pump, bro? You're gonna try to hit us for more than 4? No? Well then, say goodbye to your little friend. Mono Red's men have left the building. They clocked out, bro, and checked themselves into the grave. Poor sellsword. He's got to do everything himself. Playing Doomsday is a surefire way to get ourselves killed, so we'll play out the virtue. We'll have to take a hit during their turn, but that's the price we have to pay. They luck out and draw another turkey. We drop to 5 life. Can we hang in there? Pretty much any blocker will do. What makes or breaks the game will be what we draw. And we get another virtue. That's so good for us. We'll use it right away to snipe their turkey. If we were to snipe the sellsword, they would equip their turkey and we wouldn't be able to block it. But the sellsword we can block all day as long as they don't draw a removal. And so far I haven't seen any burn. This is a virtue turn. We'll play out the second virtue, and now we'll be getting 2 of their men every turn. We did a sneaky move. After the last game, we took out 3 steps ahead and replaced it with 2 Silver Scrutiny and the 4th Duress. And bam, here's a Scrutiny now to save the day. We'll draw up a bunch of cards and we'll fight fire with ammo. But Mono Red poops their pants with anticipation. GG's Mono Red, GG's. This is Donnie Darko. No wait, it's Donnie. Are you U2? I'm not Donnie, and I'm not U2. We've been hit with a Shuffler Special, the 2-lander that you never know what you're going to get. We've got 2 removals, plus a Vortex that could keep us alive until we can fire off a sweeper. As we like to say around here, keep your pants on. They play out a Patchwork Beastie, the 1-drop 3/3 that can't do anything until they have Delirium. As much as I'd like to test this guy out, I think it's going to be too slow to be effective. By the time they get Delirium, opposing players might be dropping men bigger than 3/3. Inti is their play. He's great anti-discard tech and can boost men in play as well. But since he is the only one who can attack, we'll snipe him before he can do any damage. Rest in peace for now. You might be joining our side later, bro. That takes the beastie up to 2. One of these months he'll be able to participate in battle. Man, I can't wait. They get a fear of missing out. I'm not afraid of that. Also, that is a combo with Inti, but that guy is dead. We've got no choice but to fire off our impulse to look for a land. If we don't get any, we're toast. No jam, only plain burnt bread. The impulse comes through, and we get a shark land. We're slowly working our way to the 5 mana we need for a deadly cover-up. Turn 4, and that beastie is still an ornament. Good thing they have other stuff, like that fly trap. With some decks, Delirium might be difficult to get to. This is one of those decision points that could go bad or very bad. We've stalled on 3 lands, and we're not quite sure when we might see a 4th land. We have a Vortex we can use to bounce something, but we have to take out their fear. It's too much damage from one guy. They play out another Inti. This guy comes back for seconds, maybe even thirds. Before he lands, we'll Vortex the fly trap back to their hand. The only thing we'll have to worry about is the beastie when they send it. The only land we've gotten beyond our starting 2 is the one we forced the Shuffler to give us because we used an impulse. Next turn, they're landing the fly trap again, and it's going to make their men bigger. If we draw a 4th land, we should be prepared to fire off a sweeper, so this turn we'll play out the banner in preparation. Wish us luck, my friends. There's the fly trap and the pump that follows the plant. That's some big hits. Our fate is in the hands of the Shuffler. LOL. That, my friends, is a swamp. There's no better timing. Let's clear out their men. Another fear? But now we can fire off spot removals to clear their threats out while we wait for an opportunity to draw and try to find our combo or more lands to be able to play out our virtues. They go for another fly trap, but we'll snipe their fear in response. And at the end of their turn, we'll snipe the fly trap as well. Clearing the board might give us some time to dig up cards we need. All we need now is a Jace. We do have a Shark land to cripple their deck after we play out Doomsday, so that is an option. The opponent hits the road, their hand was that good. GG's, bro. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.